Hello, Joy family. Welcome to the Joyful House. It is so great to be back here with you. You guys, I can't begin to tell you how much I have missed you, but I thank you so much for the grace that you've given me to get better. The week that we were supposed to meet, unfortunately, I was struggling to keep things down, positive. My numbers are in the 200s, and currently today, um, I've hit my lowest mark yet, and it was 215. So I'll take it. I lost 13 pounds during that 5 days of not being able to keep anything down. But y'all, God has been so good and got me better just in time to be able to help my parents. My dad went to the hospital on Monday, and they said that it is his sciatica nerve. And so he's been having a lot of problems with that. He has not slept in 4 days. I've been spending a lot of time with them trying to help out. He went to the bone and joint doctor today, and they did give him a muscle relaxer, praying that it will work and he will finally get some rest tonight. He is going for an MRI in the morning, and it will let us know whether or not he is going to need surgery. And he should need surgery. He's 82, so we're really praying about that. But he would be recommended to the doctor that did my spine surgery and my sister's back surgery. And since both of us have come out of that with lifelong disabilities, we will not use him. So should my dad need surgery, we will then be on the hunt for another back orthopedic surgeon. So if you will continue to keep him and my family in your prayers, I would greatly appreciate it. But it is so great to be back. I have missed you so much. Let me head over to the chat for now and see who all's here. Let's give out some great big hugs, nugs, and joy. And if you're new here, welcome into the Joyful House. It is such a pleasure to have you here. And do not let us giving out nugs scare you. That is simply just a great big old hug around the neck. And we've not done it in a while. So you guys, nug away. All right. First, let's see who we have here. Hello, Samantha. It's so good to see you. And Miss Paula is here. And you guys, we have an eagle in the house. So if you will, help me give a great big shout out and welcome to our eagle, Miss Margie. And if you're new here, eagles are the top 2 tiers of what YouTube calls memberships, what I call the Joy Team. All right, who else is here? Hello, Hope. Welcome in, and great big old nugs to you. So good to see you. And we've got 2 more eagles here. So if you will, help me give a big shout out to our eagle, Miss Sonja, and our eagle, Miss Tiffany. So good to have our eagles here tonight. So good to have everyone here. I hope you guys have missed these tea parties as much as I have. And Miss Angela is here, and she says she is doing well. She is drinking water. I currently am drinking water too, Miss Angela, but I am getting ready to, well, bring in some tea to this tea party. All right. Hello, Miss Suzanne. Nugs. How are you? And Miss Paula is asking how everyone is. Thank you so much for that, Miss Paula. It truly warms my heart and makes it smile when you guys come in and not only greet me as the host, but you greet one another, because after all, the only reason I'm here is because of you guys. So thank you so much for coming in and loving on each other. All right. Have another eagle in the house. So if you will, help me give a great big old shout out to our eagle, Miss Kim. So good to see you here tonight. All right. And she says, so good to see everyone, right? Oh my gosh, how I have missed y'all so much. All right. Well, since it's a tea party, let's get the tea started. I did, in between getting off from the watch party and starting this live, I went ahead and boiled the tea. Or excuse me, the water. So it's nice and hot. You can already see the bubbles forming on it. Before I pour it, let me put this down so I'm not trying to juggle both. I do have a new mug I want to share with you. Mr. Joyful bought this for me almost 3 weeks ago, but we had to cancel our tea parties up to date, so I haven't been able to show you. But look at this beautiful, gorgeous mug, and look what it says, you guys. Be joyful always. And of course, that is a Bible verse. It comes from 1 Thessalonians 5:15, and it has that on both sides. But what a gorgeous mug. And look, it is lavender purple inside. How great is that? All right, so let me go ahead and get this water poured so that it can cool off a little bit. So we'll be able to taste our tea. All right, let me grab our tea. And if you're new with us, I am taking tea, every tea party, from an Advent tea calendar. And I know this is tea party number 3, but I started this with the Joy Team's tea parties. So that's why we are further along. And to be honest, it has been quite a moment. So I do not remember which one we left off of. I see 11. Oh, I see 14 gone. So it looks like 15. So this is the one that we get to select. And it says chocolate puree. Support a local caroling troupe and watch them outdoors with your cup of tea. Again, this is a Christmas tea Advent calendar, so the little well wishes are all Christmas in nature. What a great way to come back and start this little tea party with none other than some chocolate tea. Now, for most of you, you know that I've been drinking herbal tea for the better part of 35 years now, and I try to stay away from caffeine. But these are sweet treats. These are not things that I do often. So some of these teas on the Advent calendar have caffeine, and sadly, it says this one has high caffeine. So it definitely will be a sweet treat, but it says a velvety and rich cocoa infused black tea. So it sounds delish, but not really crazy about the caffeine in there, especially when my numbers just got to 215. How great is that? All right, let's give this a smell. Personally, it just smells like tea, like a black tea. I don't really smell any chocolatey smell in there. So they better make this worth it. All right, here we go. All right, and as you know, I always like to show you the tea bag after it's wet. So let me get this up here. It's hot, so I'm trying to be careful. So that is what it looks like. It's already turning my water brown, so let's pray and hope it's got a nice chocolatey flavor in it, like I said, to make it worthwhile. And I'm going to give that a little bit of a stir. And we'll just let that seep a minute, and we'll come back. I'm curious to know, what are you drinking for this tea party? What is in your cup? All right, let's see if we've got any more necks to nug on. And I'm gonna move my bottle of water here for a moment so I can put this hot cup of tea on this coaster, because the last thing I want to do is talk with my hands and smack it, because I can see me doing that. Oh, we got our final eagle in the house. So we've got all the eagles in the house. Oh, no, not quite. We are still missing an eagle, but you guys, if you will, help me welcome our eagle, Miss Wanda, into the house. So good to have you here. All right. Let's see. Thank you, Miss Margie. She is saying hello to everyone that has come in. Wanda says she is drinking a cherry Dr. Pepper. That is good. That's one of Mr. Joyful's favorites too, Wanda. All right. I'm going to try to kind of rush through things because I know we have a lot to catch up on since we haven't been here, so that I can open up the panel if anyone would like to come up, share something that's on their hook, or just hang out with us in person rather than having to type in the chat. All right. How about birthdays? Y'all ready to celebrate some birthdays? We're going to kind of celebrate some past and some present birthdays because we were not able to be here last week. I do want to shout out all those that were having birthdays last week, and I've got them right here. It was Angela S., China from the Crochet Queen, Judy Hawk, Carla Gordon, and Doris Artman. And this week, the only birthday that I know about is Maribel from Maribel is Hooked. So if you have a birthday, and I obviously, to your knowledge, don't have it, or you don't know if I have it, I would greatly appreciate if you drop it in the chat, maybe leave it in a comment afterward, or send me an email so I can make sure that we celebrate your special day. If you celebrate, I know not everyone celebrates birthdays, and I respect that. So if you celebrate birthdays and you know you haven't given it to me, I would love to have it so we could help you celebrate. So if you will, help me celebrate these birthdays right now by singing Happy Birthday. All right. Happy birthday to all of our friends. All right. Tiffany says, I was drinking water, but I finished it. So now I'm going to run to the kitchen and make me some iced coffee. Oh, I love me some iced coffee. She says, be right back. And Miss Sonja is drinking coconut pineapple water. Ooh, that sounds delicious. I'm coming to y'all's houses. All right. Wanda says, I tried the blackberry Dr. Pepper. Really don't care too much for it. I can drink it though. I think we tried that too. And do you like that one? I do. Okay. Mr. Joyful does like that one. Right. I did like it, but I think I like the cherry better. Not that I'm drinking a lot of soda these days because I'm being a good girl. All right. All right, so the next thing we're going to do, if y'all remember, I know I've had to do some changes on the channel, and since we haven't been together in a little bit, I'm just going to remind you real quickly that I no longer am doing a joy word in every video and live. I'm only introducing a joy word here at the tea party. You do not have to leave a sentence with that word, but many of you have been doing that. So I've decided, remember, if you just leave a comment when the tea party is over or on any video or live, you automatically get an entry to go on the giveaway quarterly wheel. And I've decided that if you do leave a sentence with a joy word, I will give you an extra entry on the wheel, but it is entirely up to you. It is not necessary. But I wanted to still provide a joy word in our tea parties because as the Joyful House is, we try to give uplifting encouragement and just joy to fill our joy tanks. So I wanted to still incorporate a joy word in the tea party. But again, you are not obligated to leave a sentence, but should you, I will give you an entry. But I'm just looking for comments. Comments help the algorithm of the channel, and that's all I'm asking, keeping it short and simple. All right, so the joy word that I'm sharing today, I am pretty sure I did not share already. So I am going to go ahead and share this one because we didn't get to meet the last time we were supposed to, which was the last Thursday of the month. And so, of course, we don't meet the first Thursday of the month because that's my personal play date with myself. And so that brings us to this week. So let me go ahead and show you the joy word for this week. and it is reflect. Reflect. And I don't know about you, but I've been doing a lot of reflecting lately. All right, the definition of reflect is to think deeply or revisit past actions. To think deeply or revisit past actions. Here in the Joyful House, we use the word reflect as a tool to learn, to heal, and to grow. As a tool to learn, heal, and grow. All right, so that is your joy word. All right, announcements. I don't really have a lot of announcements, but I do want to remind you, I know many of you have shared with me that sometimes you feel like YouTube is not giving you the proper notifications for not just my channel, but other channels of their lives and videos. And so I know that it's not accessible to all cell phones to go onto a channel's community post. But I do want to let you know that if there is something happening on my channel on a particular day, whether it's an uploaded video or a live, I will have a post that will go out at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on that day, letting you know what is coming up. And I'm also including in that post the link to that video or to that live that you could go ahead and click on and set the notification so you have it. So I'm hoping that that will be helpful. I've been doing that for quite some time, but I think it's only within about the last month or so that I've actually started including the link. Now, the only thing that I cannot include the link for is the watch parties and the Real Delights on Friday night, because those happen in my private Zoom room. And so therefore you have to receive those links by email. But there's a lot of reminders that go out reminding you that if you want to be a part of that, all you have to do is send me an email and I will make sure that you get those links. Speaking of Real Delight on Friday night, we had that we had that 2 weeks ago. So now I'm thinking I might have done Reflect the last time we were together in Tea Party 2. Oh, well, we're going to do it again. Obviously, there's a reason. So 2 weeks ago, we had Real Delight on Friday night, which is the first Friday of every month. And we watched the movie Yes Day. And you guys, if you've not seen that, it was a really great family movie. But just to kind of give you a shout out, maybe an apple before tomorrow night's intermission, the next Real Delight that we'll be having, which is on the first Friday in June, and I think that is June the 6th. Let me grab my calendar here. I'm pretty sure that's June the 6th. Yes, June the 6th. We will be showing the 1988 version of the movie Beaches with Bette Midler. So that is going to be our Real Delight for June, and it's kind of to celebrate the month of friendship. So Beaches, I think, will be a really great movie to celebrate friendship. So I hope you can join us. And if that's something that sounds interesting to you, then, make sure that you drop me an email letting me know that you want that. And I will pop my email address up here on the screen in case you don't have it. And it's also in the description box of this live. Also, it is on the About page of my channel. Bible studies will resume tomorrow. Very, very excited about that. We are still kind of in the beginning chapters of 2 Samuel, so that's exciting. Movie night. Oh, I cannot tell you how excited Mr. Joyful and I are that movie night will be back in play tomorrow night. We have, again, missed all of our movie friends for quite some time. So we are so excited to have movie night again tomorrow night. And if you're not aware, and I'm not going to show you those projects now because they have their own individual videos and playlists, so I'm just going to leave those to those. But I am participating in hashtag Making in May with Ambi from Ambi Craft Reads. And so I'm excited about that project that I'm working on. It is a teddy bear blanket. So if you've not seen that yet, please go check that out. And then I am also working with Dana, who invited me to be a part of something that she is doing. That's Dana with Wonderless Crochet. And it is called hashtag Crochet Heart. And again, I've got individual videos for those. And they are all taking place. The Making in May and the Crochet Heart are going to be airing on Tuesdays. Of course, Making in May is almost done because May is almost up. So I got to get busy and get that blanket done. But check those out if you haven't already. I know the original Making in May went out this past Monday, but starting next week, I will show those on Tuesdays, as well as the Crochet Heart project with Dana. All right. Joy Team is doing great at their mystery make-along. We had to miss this past Monday, and I was sad about that. But with my dad going in the hospital and stuff, we went over there to help them. So we'll be getting caught up on that this coming Monday. And Once Upon a Storybook is still taking place every Sunday. Hope you're enjoying that. We're going to be, within the next month, 4 or 5 weeks, finishing up the 3rd book, Anne of the Island. So excited about that. Again, a shout out to Tiffany, who purchased that collection for me so that it made it easier for me to read in real time versus having to check out from the library and read. So that makes life a lot easier. So thank you for that, Tiffany. Also, a shout out again to Wanda for helping us get the Call the Midwife season 13 movie DVD so that I can show it at the watch parties, because it is no longer being shown and aired on the free public station. But I am currently recording season 14 so that we will have that and we'll be able to continue showing that. I think that catches us up. Trying to talk fast because I want to give y'all some time to come up if you want to. All right, let's head back over to the chat real quick and see if there's any more next to hug on and nug on real quick. And then I want to do a little bit of quick celebration. Let's see. Miss Paula, thank you so much for your support. You guys, Paula is celebrating her 19th month on the Joy Team. So if you will, let's celebrate her. All right, Miss Margie says next week I'll be posting 2 of my weekly videos, Crochet with Me Mondays and Artsy Wednesdays. How exciting is that? Thank you so much, Margie, for sharing that. And Margie, if you will drop Joy in the chat, that will prompt Nightbot to share her channel out. And if you're not a part of her family, go check her out. All right. Miss Sonja says, our Matt is in the hospital with kidney stones and infection again. Annie has been diagnosed with PCOS, same as Martha. Both girls are insulin resistant. Oh, no. Definitely praying for you guys. And if you guys will give me a second to grab my prayer journal so that when we're doing our little celebration, I can write these down. Let me just go ahead and get this open. All right. Thank you guys so much for your prayers. Appreciate that so much. Suzanne, Sonja says, thank you. Thank you so much, Kim, for your prayers. And Sonja is saying thank you to Kim. And Kim says, I need prayers too, as I've been having a lot of bladder back on week 3 of this and seeing specialists tomorrow. So if I'm quiet, that is why. Absolutely, my friend. We will definitely be praying for you guys. So let me go ahead and do this recognition really quickly. And that way I can write these down while we're doing that. So we do have, let me come over here. And you know what? I am not sure if I have it in this one. I don't. So you guys, bear with me. That background is going to change for just a moment, but that's all right. We can get over that. And help me celebrate these two ladies that are celebrating their anniversary months on the Joy team. All right, and help me celebrate Miss Tiffany. Let's see. Bear with me, you guys. All right. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to get those written down. All right. Let's see. Find my way back in the chat here. Sonja says, I got off my counts and had to frog the whole. Oh, no. She says, and start the whole make along project. I managed to get off my counts and also caught back up. Well, I'm glad you're caught back up, but sorry you had to frog it and start over. And you guys, Miss Sonja is celebrating 26 months of being on the Joy team. So if you will, help me celebrate her. All right. Thank you, Sonja, for your love and support to the Joy team. There is Miss Margie's link. It is in the chat. If you'll click on that, if you are not already a part of her family. And Margie is giving out prayers for her dad. He is still in the hospital after having surgery on Tuesday. So I appreciate y'all continuing to remember her and her dad. I already have them in my prayer journal. Miss Margie and I have been keeping each other abreast because our dads are kind of going through the same thing. Her dad just had the same kind of surgery that we're going to find out tomorrow if my dad has to have. So definitely our hearts are breaking for them, but we're definitely keeping them in our prayers and doing what we can to assist them. So thank you, Miss Margie, for sharing that out. Thank you guys so much for all of your prayers. Right, Kim? Amazing anniversaries for our friends. And thank y'all for helping me celebrate them. And Sonja's offering up prayers for Margie's dad. Thank you so much for that. And Wanda says, I changed my colors and brand of yarn. Oh, well, I'm glad that you are doing it, though. Thank you, Laura, for your prayers for Margie's dad. He will greatly appreciate all this love and thought. God hears all of our whispers. So thank you. You know, I heard a saying, and I know I try not to bring a lot of spiritualness into the tea party because I try to save that for my Bible studies. But, you know, I heard this the other day on a TV show I was watching or movie or something, but it said A field of doubt is a planting ground for a seed of faith. A field of doubt is a planting ground for a seed of faith. I love that. And with everything I've been through, my life is a declaration that is worthy to praise God for all that He has done. So, on all those fields of doubts that I've ever had, He's allowed me the grace to plant seeds, and I've been able to watch the wonders from His mighty hands. So, definitely keeping all of you in prayer. All right. If you didn't get to see it, the Joy Team showcase for their Mystery Make-Along number 8 for Ain't Nothing But a Biscuit Beanie, which was designed from our lovely Connie from Just Another Stitch. It aired on Monday night. So if you've not seen that, please go over and check that out and leave a comment in the comment section, giving the Joy Team your love and support and encouragement for the wonderful job that they did on those beanies. And shout out to Connie for letting us use one of her designs for our Mystery Make-Along. I greatly, greatly appreciated that. All right. Let's see. I also want to pat all of you on the back because you guys do a phenomenal job of going over to my community posts. And anytime we have someone new to the Joy family or new to the Joy Team, you guys do a phenomenal job of just welcoming them and making them feel so welcomed and special. And I appreciate that so much. So thank you so much for that love that you are giving to our new friends. You know, I was just sharing with someone today that the adventure of life, it's hard and it can be challenging. But when we have the blessing of making new friends along the way, it just makes it so much easier to deal with and to handle. So there's nothing greater than welcoming in someone new to the Joy family. So I want to say thank you again to all of you who do such a great job of doing that. And then extending to those that are making the decision or being gifted the opportunity to up their support to the channel by being a part of the Joy Team. I thank you so much for welcoming them in or welcoming them back. So thank you so much for the love that you guys constantly not only extend to me, but to all of our wonderful friends and family here in the community. So, all right. Well, I think it's time for us to show all the wonderful makes that have been turned in from our community and our blooper reels. So if you're ready, sit back and get ready for this video. I also want to say thank you to all of those that have provided pictures for tonight. They are coming from Angela Wright. They are coming from Dawn P. They are also coming from Miss Kim. They are coming from Margie. They are coming from Miss Shirley. I always say Razzie, but I think it's Razy. And Miss Sonja. And then also Tank and Tina with Camper 14 and from Wanda. So you guys, I need to present screen here and I need to stop that. So let me back that up. So if you will, join me for the wonderful makes that they've sent in. I know a couple of you sent me some yesterday and today. Those will be shown next Thursday. All right. Here we go.
It's gorgeous.
Hello, Joy family. Welcome. Welcome to the noise on my phone and the text message. Hello, and welcome to the Joyful House. My name is Cynthia with Cynthia's Joyful Creations, and it is a pleasure and an honor to be here with you today. Today, we're going to talk about paid memberships. But before we do, I want to say, if you are one of those who've gone ahead and hit that subscribe button, I want to say a great big thank you, because you are already supporting the channel in a phenomenal way with your joy thumbs, your joy thumbs. We have joy thumbs now, not joy thumbs. We have joy thumbs. We got to keep that one for a blooper. Hello, Joy family. Welcome to the Joyful House for this Sunday. Once Upon a Storybook. I hope that you are having a great day, and I completely forgot what I was going to say. Hello, Joy family. Welcome to the Joyful House. It is so great to be here with you on this Sunday. I hope you are ready to sit back and relax as we read the next 2 chapters, but it might be helpful if I say that this is Once Upon a Storybook. Hello, Joy family, and welcome, Joy team, to... that didn't sound right. And it's going to start over. Blooper. Oh, thank you again to all of you that shared your beautiful, beautiful makes with us. Angela, that vest. Oh my gosh, I so want to make one of those. Wanda, your sweater is gorgeous. I love the colors, and it looks, I think, a lot like that one that the Eagles picked out for me to make as a sweater for myself, should I get the 2 sweaters from Mr. Joyful completed with the hashtag crochet project. Shirley's blanket. If y'all notice, part of it was blacked out, and that was because Miss Shirley told me that I could share her finished blanket as long as I covered up her granddaughter's name and her school and graduation date. And so I said, absolutely. So that's why it was partially blacked out. All right, let me head over to the chat real quick and see if there's anyone else we can love on. I'm sure you guys have already done a phenomenal job of doing that. And then we will talk about wheel entries. All right, so let me go see. And of course, I didn't ask anybody to put any emojis in, so hopefully I can find my way back in here to where we left off. And actually I can, because Miss Margie left me some emojis. Miss Margie, thank you, my friend. Nugs, nugs. That was very sweet of you and very helpful. And we all know I can use all the help I can get. All right. Wanda said, found out why I am staying. And hopefully we'll get the rest of that in a minute. Hello, Dawn P. Welcome in. And Nugs, Nugs, my beautiful friend, our beautiful friend. So good to see you. And Izzy, welcome in. Nugs, Nugs. And she's asking Margie when she's going to go live. And you guys, I think this has seeped long enough. So let's give this, what was it again? Chocolate pureed black tea a try. All right. Oh, now it does smell chocolatey in here. In the just simple tea bag before I dunked it, it did not, but I can smell it. It's got a strong cocoa smell. So let's see. That's good. I do like that. I love hot chocolate more than I love just chocolate. So I was kind of, what's this going to be? Maybe Mr. Joyful will finish it. He don't drink a lot of TTs, but anyway, that didn't sound right. This is good. He's not getting it, but I would share it. That's good, y'all. That's good. So if you're just now joining us, our tea for tonight is this organic chocolate. I said puree, but it's pure, P-U.E-R-H. It is a velvety, rich, smooth, chocolatey black tea. And it's good. It's very, very good. What is that in the corner? Oh, it's got like a little orange peel or something down there, but it didn't say that. Let's see. It says cocoa powder, black pura tea, Rubios, nutmeg, honeybush, cinnamon, orange peel, cardamom, and it just says organic. Well, let me tell you, it's good. It's good, good, good. All right. Yes, Sonja. Loved Angela's vest. It is beautiful. I want to make one of those. All those sweaters are cute, and the headbands. Thank you. Hello, Miss Doris. Welcome in, Miss Doris. At the very beginning, we celebrated birthdays, and since I was not able to have a tea party last week, we celebrated last week's birthdays too, which included you. So real quick, Miss Doris, this is for you. I hope you had a fantastic birthday, and honestly, I hope you're still celebrating it. But happy birthday, Miss Doris. So good to have you here in the Joyful House tonight. Thank you guys so much for welcoming her in. I know, I really fell in love with that, and I've gotten lots of compliments about that, but of course, all the compliments, no one needs a baby outfit. So hoping it will do well in a couple weeks at the market when I put it out to sell. I know, Sonja, didn't Kim do such a great job on those rocks? You guys, those are so cool. And wouldn't it be awesome if you stumbled upon a rock like that? What a gift that would be. So great job and great ministry you're doing there, Kim. All right. Wanda liked the rocks too. They are awesome. Did y'all see that Be Joyful one? Ooh, ooh. All right. They do, Dawn. They really do. And I appreciate you guys taking the time to send me your pictures through email so that I can share them out to our community and just share off what you have done, because I agree, Dawn. They do beautiful work. Y'all are just so talented. So love that we can admire and encourage one another. Right? Margie Shaw and Tank Shaw. Those both were so phenomenal. Love them both. Right? Tank's was beautiful too. And Tina and those sweaters, and Wanda and her sweater. Oh my gosh, you guys. Just a great, great, talented bunch of folks. Yes, yes. I completely agree, Suzanne. You know, if you just make a chain, you're already making something beautiful. So I love it. I agree, Tiffany. Right, Kim? So many beautiful makes. Love seeing what everyone is up to. Absolutely. Sorry, Miss Cynthia. Gotta head out for a bit. Gotta go pick up Elijah. I'll be back as soon as I can. Absolutely. I understand. Give little man a hug for me. Well, he's not so little. He's 16, but he's still a little man. And thank you guys for hugging her out, Suzanne. Wanda says that was NJ's Off the Hook Granny Pop pullover. And I'm pretty sure, Wanda, that's the one that you guys selected out of that group of sweaters that the Eagles and I were going through. But right now, of course, we all know Mr. Joyful sweaters are the ones that are on the hook for the Crochet Heart Project. But hopefully I'll get those done and can get that one done too. Hello, sweet, beautiful Samantha. Welcome in. Thank you guys for welcoming her in. Will I be able to chat tomorrow morning? I should, because my nephew is taking my dad to his MRI appointment. So I'll just be sitting by the phone waiting for the news. So yes, the answer is yes. All right. Everyone is saying hello to each other. Thank you so much for that. Y'all just keep nugging on each other. They did, Wanda. They truly, truly did. Cynthia, did I send you my first scarf? I think 3 weeks ago, I showed a scarf, Angela, but I'll be honest, I'm not sure. Was it a scarf from you? I'll tell you what, if you don't mind sending it again, I can double check it and compare it. And if I didn't, I will definitely share it out next week, because I know I got 2 more pictures from you today from one of your hook cases. that I'll be sharing out next week. So, all right. It is time. Let me swap screens here for us to do our entries. And while I'm doing that, I am going to go ahead and drop the link if anyone wants to come up. We got about maybe 20 more minutes for our tea party. If anyone wants to come up and show anything in person, or just come up and say hello, or just come up and hang out. So let me drop that link. And I'm having to swap screens because for some reason, to show you this Excel spreadsheet, it won't show the whole thing unless it's on my bigger monitor. So I am moving me to the littler monitor. And let me get this pulled up. So again, I'm not going to show you me putting every name on the wheel. What I'm going to show you is all the entries that were tallied. Now, keep in mind that this is over a 3-week period because the first week in May, we had Real Delight, and we didn't have a tea party that Thursday because that's my play date with myself. Last week, sadly, I had to cancel for being sick. And so we're now here. So we're actually doing a span of 3 weeks. If you left a comment between yesterday and today, I do not have them tallied in, but they will be tallied in for next week. All right, let me see here. Hopefully this will show up. Yes, it's all showing up. It's very small. Sorry about that. All right. So I'm just going to go name by name only if they have new entries. Remember, the white entries are entries they already have, and those entries have already been put on the wheel. All the ones in purple are new entries for this week, and those entries will be added tonight after the live, because if I did it beforehand, and then if I got a chance to like answer yesterday's and today's, it would have been mixed in and I wouldn't know which ones were which. So I have to wait until I share them with you to add them, and then I can start adding the new ones. All right. So starting off with Miss Tiffany, she has 1 entry for the channel, and she has a total of 16 entries on the wheel. Next is Miss Margie. She has 5 entries from comments she made on the Joy Team videos and lives. And she has entries for the picture that she sent in of her shawl. Excuse me, she has 3 of those. And let's see, she now has a total of 20 entries on the wheel. All right, next is Hope Mahoney. She has 1 channel entry. She has a total of 6. Next is HD. She has 2 channel entries. She has a total of 5. Next is Miss Shirley Razy. She has 1 channel entry, 1 new picture, and I need to correct that. And I think I need to go up and correct Margie's, because when you send in a picture, you automatically get 2 entries per picture, because it takes time to email that to me. So I need to correct that. And as you can see, it is updating them all the way in the total. So Margie has a total of 21, and that means Miss Shirley has a total of 13. All right, next is Dawn P. She has 9 channel entries. She has 1 entry for the Joy Team, and she has a total of 53 entries on the wheel. All right, next is Linda Patton. She has 1 Joy Team entry, and she has a total of 3 entries. Next is Tina with Camper 14, and she has 8 channel entries and 14 picture entries, and she has a total of 25 entries on the wheel. Next is Miss Wanda. She has 1 channel entry, and that means I need to fix this. this should actually be 4 because she sent in 2 pictures and she has a total of 44 entries on the wheel. All right, next is Miss Vicky Oodles. She has 5 channel entries, 2 Joy Team entries, and a total, and 1, she renewed her membership, and that gave her 1 entry to the Joy Team. So she has a total of 36 entries. All right, because she was gifted it before, and now she signed up on her own. So that's why she got credit for that. All right, Miss Samantha has 8 channel entries, and she has a total of, there we go, of 38 entries. Angela Wright has 9 channel entries. And Angela, I think those pictures that I showed tonight, I had already totaled in for last time because that video was ready for last time. And so I had to incorporate them over here. So you've already been given credit for them, but you have a total of 63 entries on the wheel. Sonja, let me see here. She has 11 channel entries, 3 Joy Team entries. And again, I need to correct that. Instead of 5, that is to be 6. And it's not letting me. There we go. And that gives her a total of 69 entries on the wheel. Lisa Knits has 6 channel entries and a total of 16 entries on the wheel. Kim has 13 channel entries, 4 Joy Team entries, 16 entries for pictures, and has a total of 83 entries on the wheel. Jen Reeves has 8 channel entries and a total of 26 on the wheel. Paula has 1 channel entry, 2 picture entries to the Joy Team, and she has a total of 22 entries on the wheel. All right. Nancy Mack has 1 channel entry and a total of 7 on the wheel. Next is Mishi. She has 4 channel entries and a total of 6 on the wheel. Suzanne G has 7 channel entries and a total of 12 on the wheel. Terry Crafty has 6 channel entries and a total of 20 on the wheel. Uriel has 7 entries on the wheel, or 7 channel entries and 12 total on the wheel. Doris Artman has 4 channel entries and a total of 6 on the wheel. Roseanne Alexander has 5 channel entries and a total of 9 on the wheel. Zach has 1 channel entry and 4 on the wheel. Miss Gwen has 1 channel entry and 2 on the wheel. Miss Lulu has 1 channel entry and a total of 3 on the wheel. Liz has 1 channel entry and 2 on the wheel. Eden has 5 channel entries and 5 on the wheel. Danishka, which I know is Denny, has 2 channel entries and 2 on the wheel. And Tank has 2 picture entries and 2 entries on the wheel. And That's Not A has 2 channel entries and 2 entries on the wheel. Now, if you did not have entries that were current for this week, I did not call your name out, but anyone can always email me and ask me what their total entries on the wheel are if they want. But in our tea parties, I will only go over the ones that are new to this current week. So, all right. Well, hopefully we won't miss any more tea parties, so we won't have so much to catch up on. I do have a couple things to show you, and I haven't seen anyone come up backstage, so we're good there. Let me just check the chat real quick. They did, Paula. Thank you, Tiffany. Kim says, so many beautiful makes. Yes, I think I already did that one. Sorry, you guys. I'm behind. All right. Let's see. And there's Miss Jen. Welcome in. Nugs, nugs. Woohoo. Thanks all. Hello, everyone. Hello to you, Laura. Thank you for welcoming her in. All right. So real quick, I'm going to show you a couple of things. And if no one wants to come up, then we'll go ahead and call it a night for this tea party. It is so good to be back, you guys. So good. Praying that everything continues to move in an upward trajectory health-wise, but downward trajectory with sugar. The last time we were together and on the video tonight, I did show you just a picture of the sweater. I'm almost 100% certain that I showed you the pants that I had made to go with them. I just haven't put them in picture form yet. So they will be on that video next week. Do want to tweak the pattern a little bit. I think I've shared that with you because I just found that the waistband was a little bit too wide. I want it to be a little bit more narrower like that. And then the pants go out. So that's the whole part of designing, right? And then I'm pretty sure I showed you the hat because I'm pretty sure I showed you the booties, and I'm wanting to replace the little bows. I know Tiffany said she really loved the bows, but I think I'm going to replace them because they don't stay flat. So anyway, so those will come in picture form next week, but I'm pretty sure I had already shown that. I think I showed you guys that I was working on this tunic sweater. I do still need to put the buttons on the back. And I'm going to put some kind of ribbon flowers here on the front part of the yoke. So hopefully I will have those completed and pictures ready so that we can, get that one ready to sell. And these were the pants to match them. Now, all of these patterns are Crochet for Baby. And because I'm mentioning them, now the first one that I showed you, that was my design, but these are all from Crochet with Baby, Miss Sara. So I will make sure I attach her link in the description box because it is not. Her design was to create these as bloomers. So they would cut off right here at the inseam. But since this is such a thicker 4-weight yarn, I thought, who's going to put this and bloomers on their baby in wintertime? So I went ahead and chose to extend Sara's pattern out to about the white, and then from the white down was my take on bringing it in. I personally don't like the 2 rows of half double crochet that I put there, but everyone who has seen them has said they love it. So I didn't frog it. I'm keeping it. So that is that. Y'all do know that I have the Bag a Day crystal sweater on the hook with the hashtag crochet heart project. I have the teddy bear blanket on the hook with the hashtag making in May project. And then of course we've got the mystery make along project, and I didn't have that ready to show where we're at. I'm not sure if we've made a lot of progress since we had our last live, and I don't know how far I can pull this without pulling out any stitches because I don't have a stitch marker on it because, well, I was a bad girl and didn't put that on before I stopped. But this is what we've currently done for our mystery make along. So currently you see a lavender and a gray on mine. All right, so that is that. Don't pull out any stitches, Cynthia. Today I got to spend about 2 hours with my son this afternoon. And while we were hanging out watching a movie, I started another project because, I'm a glutton for punishment, but I decided to start working on a little baby dress for Christmas. So this is the start of it. And it's going to be red and white. So actually it could be for Christmas or Valentine's, or for church in general. But anyway, so this is the start of it. That's what I've gotten done today. But what I know y'all are all waiting for is the Stranger Things blanket. Has she? Did she? make any progress. Well, y'all know that I did finish the rows of white, even though I added just a few more than I intended on it, because I've changed the concept of the pattern layout 4 times. Have the same thing from the original, but how they were laid out in that panel, I've changed it up 4 times. And I'm so excited. I had hoped I'd have more done, but as y'all know, I've been sick and my parents have needed help. So I've not been able to work on it as much as I'd like, but da-dum, this is the progress, and I'm so happy to share. All right, this is what we've had done already, the Stranger Things and the Friends Don't Lie. Here is the addition. I can't see what you can see. If you can tell, there is a big line going across. Todd, I might need your help. I'm not tall enough to hold this up high enough for them to see it. Get taller. I know. And I got my yarn on the floor, the part that I'm working on.
Don't get short with me.
Don't get short with you. Well, it's back on the floor. All right. Here we go. We got it crooked because he's taller than me. There we go. So you got a line coming across that way, and it says the upside down. And this is the start of one of the Demogorgons. And in a minute, I'll show you what it's going to look like. But let's come closer. So this is the whoops, we're too close. Okay. Got to go your way.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. So this is the progress so far. All right. If you'll just take that and put it back on the tutorial table, that would be a big help. Thank you. Y'all tell my Vanna White he did a great job. Oh, so this is what the Demogorgon from the upside down is going to look like when it is done. This is my original pattern design, so it's got the original waffle on it. But when that's done, this is what he's going to look like once he's filled in. And what you guys were seeing right now was the outline of him. So everyone is saying hello, Todd, and we do have someone in the basement. So we'll let her come on and say hello because we're going to then be heading out. And y'all don't forget to go over and say hello to Pam. If you
hey.
Hello, Samantha. Oh wow, look at that.
Hey.
Oh my gosh. That is beautiful.
Oh yeah.
That is beautiful.
And we're gonna come on and say hello and to everybody.
Well, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm excited for a play date.
I know it's been a hot minute since I've seen a lot of people, but it's good to be back. I'm looking forward to all of them.
How's the
looking
sugar?
Forward to movie night. Today has been the best yet. It was at 2:15 the last time I checked it, and I'm due to check it. I have a feeling that it's gone up a little bit because I'm sitting here sweating. But,
oh my God.
And I don't normally sweat, but I know that's one of my indicators. But anyway, it's all good though. It's staying in the 200s. I'm very, very happy. So
I'm very happy for you.
And everyone is saying hello to you, Samantha.
Hello,
Sonja
everyone.
says hello and beautiful work. I completely agree.
It's going to be a Boggy Creek blanket for the children.
Samantha, they're going to love that. They're going to love that. Jen says
hey, Jen. I have another blanket going on. It's an all-in-half double crochet.
Wow.
And I just finished the bunny. It's not in the room here. But if I get my phone, I will send you a photo and you can...
Yes, we can
put
share
it in
out.
the slideshow, email it to you, or text it. I don't know how text can go unless you resend it to yourself and then put it in
if you can
slideshow?
just email it, it makes it a lot easier to get it in an email, because then I can get it right to where it needs to be. So, but yeah. Well, anything else you would like to share before we head on out? Oh.
No, that's about it. Just wanted to come on and say hello.
All right. Had someone else come in the basement, but it says devices not connected. I'm not sure what that means. Never had that happen.
Nope.
Oh, it says they will need to connect their mic and camera before you can add them to the stream. Okay. So Izzy, you'll have to add your mic and your camera before you can come up, hun. It won't let me open it up.
Nope. But that is what I'm working on tonight.
Well, that is a beautiful blanket. You should be very proud of yourself, and you're going to literally make some child's heart just skip a beat. They're going to be so happy to get that.
I know.
And those colors are so fun and playful.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Doris.
Hey, Miss Doris, she says, I've been lurking and listening. I'm driving, so I just want to say hi again while we're stopped for a little bit. Well, thank you for doing that, and thank you for letting us know. It kicked you out. Huh. Well, I know on my end, Izzy, it said that you had to add your camera and your mic before I could bring you up. Did you see that, Samantha? Did it say that to you on your end too?
Oh yeah, it did, and then I hit allow, and then I hit the join the stream button.
Okay.
But that's weird for some people.
Yeah.
Come on. Hey, Laura.
Hello, Laura. She says, I have you on my iPad now.
I have you on the computer because it's big enough.
Yeah. Well, you guys, since we are caught up, I definitely won't have so much to about next week. So do plan to possibly pop up on the panel. I would love for some of you guys to come up and chat and share and love on each other.
I would love it if I missed the link in the chat next Thursday night. You could always send it to me in an email, and I can go through my email, click on that link, join the stream.
The only way I would do that, Samantha, is if you personally ask for it, just because it would be a lot of work for me to remember everybody like that. And I don't want to do something for one and not for everybody.
True.
So I got to remember there's a way to pin it to the top, and I think I have to be in YouTube. So I'll try and see if I can
part. Yes.
I can just pin it to the top of the screen instead of just dropping it in the chat.
True. That's what I do for my live streams. Is pin it from my phone.
Well, maybe you can show me again how to do that in a play date.
Maybe if you share, but
yeah, I'm trying to pull it up real quick to see if I can figure it out real quick. But if not, I'm not going to hold everybody while I'm educating myself. Let's see here.
I can try to walk you through a YouTube video, maybe. Or
let's see.
On a play date, but.
And this is it here. I'm in that live. So let me just see.
Click the link and it will say pin top. And it should be.
You know what? And while we're here, I am going to do something else. Hang on a sec. Let's see.
And make sure you schedule the live for tomorrow. Otherwise, I don't see it on YouTube. Your StreamYard for Bible study in the morning.
Yes, I'm trying to get caught up, love. I've been very sick. I mean, very sick. And then my parents, I have been hitting the ground running, taking care of them. So I am trying to get everything back online. But yes, thank you for that reminder. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm not seeing how to do this, so.
I don't think I can.
I may have to post it again. Do I have to post it again? Let's see.
You can post it. That's what I do. If
Let me see. I've been doing everything through Stream. Oh, there we go. Let me just see. Bye, Izzy. Thank you for stopping by, and I'm sorry that it wouldn't let you on.
There, I
think
see your
figured it out.
StreamYard link. I don't
I
think
just
I
did it.
can.
Okay. So I'll know how to do that for next week. I'll just go ahead and have that done.
Or-
Maybe while we're doing like the birthday video or something, I'll go ahead and pin
Or-
that to the top.
Wait,
So
or I can try to
everybody
find
put
them
that at the top?
way on Playday, whatever.
Well, I think I just did it. If
I
someone
can
can
see
let
it
me
in-
know if they see it at the top.
I might have to go into on here. I'm just checking on something. It is pinned to the top.
All right.
On my
Thank
side.
you, Jen. Thank you, Samantha, for letting me know. So now I remembered how to do it. So I'll make sure that I do that for next week. Thank you, Sonja. Okay, you guys. Well, while we're here and I'm in this, let me go ahead for the month of May. And let me go ahead and gift 5 memberships.
All right. I hope they get me, Cynthia, please.
I unfortunately don't have any say-so in that. I'm sorry.
No, but
All right. It is
Good luck.
Carrie the Young Elephant. Yay. Elizabeth Erin Crochet. Yay. Ellie Johnny Crafts and More. Woo woo. Ashley Vincent and Kay's Crochet Haven. All right. Awesome. Awesome.
Woo-hoo!
All right. Well, let me think. Have I already done the video for tomorrow night? I can't remember. If I've already done the video for intermission tomorrow night, then I will make sure that these folks are added to next week's. But if I haven't done it, I'll make sure they get added in. And if I have time, whether I've got it done or not, I'll try to add them in. But just in case, I'm going to give myself some grace that they'll have to come next week if I don't get it done by tomorrow, and just go with, because I'm pretty sure I've already done it. But if I have some extra time, I will get them in. All right. Uh-oh. Not sure what happened to Samantha. Hope she's okay. She fell out. All right. Well, let's celebrate those that just joined us with those memberships, and let's welcome them in. All right. Well, that's all I've got, you guys. So let's do a joy dance and we'll head on out for the night. Thank you again for joining me for this tea party. It was so great to be back, you guys. It was so great to spend some time with y'all. So before we do our joy dance, nugs and joy, my friends. Be joyful, stay crafty in your own way, make your own joyful creations, and be the joy in everything you do. I love you. God bless.